a very interesting question from one of my clients the other day, and I figured I would share it in a video with everybody because I'm sure everybody has a similar question or has had one in the past. And her question was, will increased stress actually make me gain weight and gain fat? I feel like I'm, losing my progress. I actually feel like I'm going backwards for the past couple weeks. Could I be stressing too much? Can that actually happen and affect my body? Well, of course it can. It can affect your weight and your fat loss, but here's the thing. Weight loss or weight gain does not equal fat loss or fat gain. They're two totally different things. So don't let the scale trick you into thinking you're not making progress. It's just not true. You can hold weight and still lose fat. I mean, a perfect example of this would be a celebrity that everybody knows, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, right? WWE guy, big time actor, big icon. I'm sure you know him. He's about 6'2", probably 260, pushing 260, 260 pounds, yet the man has not really an ounce of body fat on. So that just goes to show you can have the weight and still lose the fat. So don't let the scale make you think, oh, I'm not making progress just because you're holding some water weight. Now let's talk about how the stress actually affects our weight loss and fat loss. So first of all, the weight loss, how it affects the weight loss. When we get stressed out, when our stress rises through the roof, our cortisol levels rise through the roof. Cortisol levels, side effect of that is water retention. Our body retains water. So let's say you're really stressed out one week and you jump 5 pounds, and then the next week you jump 10 pounds, you're still stressed out. 2 to 3 weeks after that, if your stress goes down, I can almost guarantee you're losing 5 to 10 pounds of body or water weight in your body just because of that stress level and that cortisol level dropping down. So don't think you're just gaining weight and losing progress. It doesn't happen that way. So that's more like a hormonal response and a hormonal trigger to your stress levels. Now, as far as fat loss goes, it works a little bit different. Fat loss is or fat gain, I should say. So if your weight's going up, the only reason your fat loss is going up is because you're cheating. What I mean by that is, if your weight gain's staying the same or you're going up because your stress levels, if you're still eating in a calorie deficit, you're gonna lose fat still. And your water weight's gonna stay the same, your body weight's gonna stay the same, but you will lose fat because you're eating in a calorie deficit, so your body still gets to burn the fat. Here's what happens though. When our stress level rises, guess what everybody does? Everybody tends to slack off on their diet, slack off on their workouts. Some people take the stress out on the workouts, but yet still stress and slack on the diet. The diet, what you put into your body, fuels your body. So if we get really stressed and then we just resort to eating and we're not eating healthy foods and we're completely off track, and we do that consistently for that whole week or two, or for that, for those couple weeks where we're stressed, we're gonna gain that fat. So that's how the fat loss, it's not a hormonal response to the stress levels. What it is a response to eating, to overeating and not staying in that calorie deficit. Stress does a lot to us. It makes us want to do different things. It makes us want to, okay, let's try to relax our brain in a different way. And some people resort to eating. So please, if your weight is not going down on the scale like you want to, if you're not progressing like you want to, yet your fat level isn't going up, your fat content isn't going up, and you're eating the correct way, please don't stress, okay? That means that if you're doing everything the right way, if you're taking all the right steps, that means that most likely your stress levels are elevated a little bit, your cortisol levels are elevated a little bit, and you're starting to retain a little bit too much water, which means that it's not true weight you're gaining. You're not gaining fat. You're just a little bit stressed, your body's reacting a certain way. And as we all know, that scale moves up and down, up and down. You can be 5 pounds less lighter in the morning than you are in the middle of the day. And that's just like 3 or 4 hours later. And it's crazy to think about, but that's how it works. So please don't let the scale trick you into thinking you're not making progress. Stay on track. I don't care about your weight. Stay on track. Keep eating the healthy foods. Stick to the 80-20 rule. Of course, when we're stressed, we're going to want to eat some bad things. Make sure 80% of what you're putting in your body is good and you won't lose track. And also, make sure we stay in that calorie deficit. If we can stay in that calorie deficit, we will continue to burn fat no matter how high our weight levels are going, right? Because that's just water retention. Like I said, 5 to 10 pounds, not a big deal. So please, people, don't stress. Stay on track. Stay healthy. This journey is about all-time happiness. So if your progress isn't jumping down on the weight, and we're not continually making it, let's focus on the things that got us there in the first place. Let's focus on our nutrition, get better sleep, quality foods, and make sure that we stay consistent with our exercise. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. If you have any questions on it, don't be afraid to ask, please. I'm here to answer everybody's questions, especially ones like this, because these are very important to everybody out here. My name is Ronnie Petito with Petito's Performance Training Center. Until next time.